unmute microphone. There we go. So that should now be live.
Let me just have a little check.
Yeah, it's just come up on my phone immediately.
Here we go. Let's have a little look.
The only thing I've not done is called it Tier 3. That's a mistake on my behalf. But Tier 2 one will be there. Called, or Tier 1. It'll read Tier 1.
Yeah.
Just waiting on the Amazon advert to finish. Yeah, can hear both of us. Sweet, sorted.
Good evening again, everybody. We're here for the round 4 of Tier 3, the sprint weekend at Bahrain. If I'm right, Kieran, did Marshall take the win last week after the stewards done all their decisions, or not?
I believe so. It will be in the final race results. Give me a second, and I will take a look. So,
I know Harvey had a penalty removed, but I don't know if that affected the race results or not.
Tier 3 ones. After Great Britain, yeah, Marshall did take the win and the fastest lap.
Cool, so he's on now tonight for a hat-trick of wins. He's won the last 2 via safety car incidences, and he's chosen a different strategy to the other guys, which is he's chosen a softer option to what everyone else was running. And he done very well as my driver of the day last week. I couldn't give it to my brother again, but you know, it is what it is. But this track, I tell you what, on this game, I don't know if you've noticed yourself, it's a lot different to the other games, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll be honest. This Bahrain was my admin choice,
Yeah.
um, and I instantly regretted it the moment I put in any sort of laps on Friday because I was like 2 seconds off the pace, and I literally just drove around the back of the field by myself the entire race.
Oh, did you?
I was 1.7 seconds off of pole in quali.
Oh wow.
Like,
Did you run a similar setup to the few like on the games previously? Because I've noticed they do not work.
no, it was completely new like setup.
Mhm.
And it's like I had the faith in the rear end would stick, but I for some reason I was just super hesitant on the accelerator out of like turn 8.
Yeah.
That me and Mechanical compared our lap times, I was just like almost a second down on him through sector 2 alone.
Yeah.
So
It's
and that's just 8, 10, and 12. There's like the big corners,
yeah.
but tier 3 sprint weekend. Obviously, quali is done during the evening. Sprint is a daytime race,
Yeah.
and then the feature is a nighttime race too. Um, so we'll see the cars under the floodlights for quali in both quali sessions. So we've got a 12-minute quali session for sprint quali, a feature race which is 10 laps, a sprint race which is 10 laps long in the daytime, and then we've got 18 minutes of feature race quali followed by a 27 lap race, which is all going to be packed into the next hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. It is a lot of track time the sprint weekends. I'm not sure if you agree. It seems like you get more track time than normal weekend.
Yeah. I kind of at first because last year was a bit different. Obviously, you had the one qualifying session that was deciding everything. I think on this year it's a lot better because you've got that option after the first, like, because like the first sprint race is like a test in it for the main race, and if you know you've got your setup right, you can see what everyone else is doing.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I prefer it personally. I do like it. It's it's not that qualifying. Not that qualifying isn't competitive because it is, but when you're in a race situation, it's a completely different ball game.
Yeah, it's like the gloves have got to come off earlier. Like
Yeah,
everybody's competitive spirit kicks in that little bit earlier on in the session,
yeah.
rather than you're just sat there for an hour waiting for everybody to basically run the best laps. So, just looking at the tires, it does seem like a lot of people are running the medium. So, it's a toss up between medium and soft. But
Yeah, you get two mediums, didn't you? I think one set of softs. I think so. Normally you run the mediums first, and then the softs
yeah,
just after.
but the mediums that you run in sprint quality take away from being able to be used in the sprint race.
Oh, right, okay. So that might have been why I had only had one set
For
for the
the
main race.
for the feature race, yeah, because they get reserved for the main race. As Curly Tots has got her ERS on her outlap.
Yeah, I'm on
Colin,
board
if you
with.
what, yeah, Colin, if you're watching along, tell your wife to turn her ERS off, please.
I'm just on board with Dave. I think he's the first one that went over the line. Just gone through sector one. I need to
Yeah, he's just come through sector turn 4. Yeah, purples.
29.2 for his first sector.
So see, Dave is like, oh yeah, congratulations to Dave, by the way. He recently got married. Not sure we're going to be saying the same thing for Mrs. Dave, but congratulations regardless. But seemingly over the last season and a bit, he's found his footing in Tier 3.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying the championship contender, but definitely top 5 in regards to pace and consistency these days.
yeah, definitely. He's
As
definitely improved massively.
Arsehole's friend Stingray has just said condolences, Mrs. Dave. But yeah, definitely come on leaps and bounds, and was a fair few people's choice for most improved last season, and definitely on his way to doing it again this season, as he does.
130 flat.
Dave has set a faster qualifying lap on a set of mediums than what I did the entirety of Friday.
Oh wow. We got Arn going over the line now, 29.4.
That's ridiculous. The VHAR from Anderson at 29.4. Well, we'll round it up to a 29.5.
Pound.
30. Also has done the 29. Oh, also on Anderson at the exact same time. As Ross has gone through, Scotty has gone through too. Who else? Teabag 29.8. That's a solid time.
Yeah. Ferrari, James. No.
That is Teabag on the runoff. The smoke and everything now when you're off track is just ridiculous.
Oh mate, you want to you in the daytime? My God. Oh mate, it was awful. Like going in, especially in the just before the third DRS zone.
Yeah.
Going into that heavy, man, it was impossible.
Into turn 10. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah. As I'm just on board with your brother. Is he little brother or older brother?
Little, he's bigger than me, which ain't hard. He's about to go over the line. What's he gonna say?
It's 31 flat.
Yeah.
And that's exactly 3 tenths clear of Curly Tots, who is in P14 at the moment. That's not a bad lap from her, especially as Bahrain is a very difficult track to get to grips with. Bahrain's very much a driver's track.
Yes.
It's got a little bit of everything in it. It's got the high speed 11, 12, and then on the brakes for 13. Then you've got the slow chicane for turn 1, 2, and 3 that opens up into 4, and then basically full throttle through 5 and 6 down the hill.
Harvey's, I think, is on his own now, about to settle that.
Yeah.
Going around the first corner. Clay's just come out the pits.
Yeah, that's Albrecht's hideous. I'm sorry. I still don't like it.
Nah, it's never gonna grow on me neither.
Yeah, I'm glad. Like, I'll be glad when next season we see.
That's a fast first sector time.
That's 4 attempts quicker than what we saw Full Send Dave do, but he's on the same tyre. But Sector 1 is, if you run in a low rear wing and he's got a car ahead of him, it's sort of smoke, that car needs to be careful. I'm trying to work out who it is.
He needs to get out of the way as well.
Yeah, well, he's got plenty of time, but I'm trying to work out.
He might inadvertently give him a tow if he's not careful.
Yeah, that's probably what Harvey's purpled 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I think it'd be in the 28s.
I'm going with a 29.5 because this final sector has been a little bit scrappy.
29.4. Top 3 are separated by literally not even a tenth.
Tier 2 Friday was 17 thousandths of a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think
the pole was separated by 0.02.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, like utterly ridiculous. But it is going to show that the cooler conditions of an evening for Bahrain, the medium doesn't actually give up too much tire performance compared to the.
Carl's on another. Sorry to interrupt you. Carl's on another. He's gone for a double run here. Wherever he's gonna.
He's a second up too.
He is a second up. Yeah, he's gonna put him. Could put him around about 8th, 7th, depending on his last sector is.
So did he opt to overfuel that car, knowing that?
Yeah.
7th.
Not bad.
So he's overfueled that car, knowing that the third lap on those mediums is the best lap you're gonna get out of him.
Got our Marshall come over the line now. 32.8. He's gone. He must have been a burner. Must have been.
Claymore is coming up to turn 11. And 108.9. This is got to be a 132-ish time. It's going to put him in and around Marshall. As Pint Size is on a lot. Pint Size has got some pace around here.
Does he? 31.4 for Clay. I'm going to go back on board with Marshall because I'm pretty sure he done a burner. He's in 10th up through sector 2.
So that will be sector 1. He's in sector 2 as we speak.
That's what I mean. Let's see. Because that's still though. It's not. I'm expecting a little bit more. I wonder if he's had any practice. If he's running a different setup. If he's running a low downforce setup. Because around here you cannot get away with it. I don't think. I've tried it. You cannot get away with it whatsoever. 2.5 seconds up. Okay,
he had a spin or something. Or he had a moment through 5 and 6. Oh, he's out of ERS already. That's early. Yeah. That's gonna cost him.
Yeah. 11th. Wow.
Well,
it's gonna be some job to come back from there to take the sprint victory from there.
Hound. Jeez, where did he pull that from?
Yeah, half a second.
No, that is Harvey. Harvey. Yeah. And he's still got ERS to burn at the end of the lap. It's a better lap.
It's close. Chip, is that going over the line now?
Anderson's just starting his.
Chips on the purple. Chips 8 temps up here.
Where did Kimmy Antonelli just retire? Was that in the pit lane? Yeah, green dot in pit lane.
Can Chip nick this? Looking fast.
He is.
Yeah, it's done. Now we've got a Haas going over the line. Oh, it's outlet. Get me excited.
Yeah, that's Dave. James Brown's almost 4 attempts up through sector 1. Track's rubbing in now, so this is when you want your final time to be, and that's Sauber right on the edge of the track where he ideally would have been one into Buddy's car.
Williams car, good luck.
Yeah, and any chance we can get the game volume up 2 clicks? Yeah, give me a sec.
Scotty's back over the line. Just starting a lap. Sit on board with Scotty, see what he can do. He's normally very, very competitive.
Hound's just retired from the session. Is that better, Dan?
Anderson with a 28.5. What a lap.
James Brown,
now,
28.2.
28.2. That's quick. That's decent.
I did tell you that his lap was looking solid from jump. Osso's up by just under a tenth as he goes through turn 10. Oh, you got a lovely run through turn 10. Hit the camber in the corner and just used it to roll round.
He puts himself up to 6th.
Hound's time was looking fairly impressive at one stage, and now he's down into P5.
Yeah. Track evolution's massive.
Yeah. Dave has taken the flag and puts himself into 6th. Harvey's in pits.
Scotty's 8 temps up. He could put him around if he keeps his last sector together, could put him around P5, P4. If he can improve that much. He's out of VRS though by the looks of it. Near enough.
Yeah,
60%
I'm
left.
just double checking that audio settings are fine for people.
10th.
There we go. Yeah, also down in 10th. It's still a decent lap. Like Scotty's taken the flag and did a 29.3 apparently, but that's the time that the call's all the way down in 14th. Pint Size didn't manage to set a lap time. Unless they...
Yeah, it's about a band, did he? I don't know.
That's what I was just about to say. Just about to hop in and check.
There we go. We got James taking pole, front of Anderson, Chip 3rd, Teabag 4th, Curly 5th, Hound 6th, with an impressive lap that we thought that could end up putting him in pole, but the other guys have pulled it off. David 7th, Harvey in 8th for the mediums, Ninja 9th, Osso 10th, Scotty 11th, Marshall 12th, Gainful 13th, Carl 14th, Novak 15th, Ross 16th, Curly 17th, Clay 18th, but Kimmy and Pint Size didn't set a lap.
Pint Size said that he missed it because he missed going out, missed the line because he had to go and do something, and by the time he got out and round,
Too late.
Yeah. So I'll just run through this list. So Kimmy Antonelli didn't actually set a time. Pint Size didn't because of missing the line, which we've all done it at one point or another, and as you miss it, you go, "Oh, what an idiot I am."
Yeah, qualifying's crucial around here. It's like even though it's a long straight, that back straight, it's not nailed on overtaking point because everyone's gonna have to run high aero.
I got the run on somebody on Friday night, but at the time of me doing it, yellow flags came out. So even though I had DRS open, ERS on overtake, I had my foot like three quarters accelerated because I didn't want to complete the overtake and then get reported for overtaking under yellow flags and have no excuse for why I did it because it was quite literally along the start finish straight. So I kind of held off the entire way along the straight and tried to get it done under braking.
What, is someone retiring the pits or something?
Yeah. But I didn't know that at the time. I thought like it could have been a slow moving car for any reason into turn 1. So I just kind of went with it and was like, also, you've got to love also in his fan zone.
That's it. Always there every week, cheering on the Osso Bosso.
It's like Claymo's wife's favorite driver isn't even her own husband. It's also.
This
Like,
will be interesting. Let's have a get the tyres up. See what's right. Ooh, teabag on the hards. Dave on the hards.
that's a strange decision,
Yeah,
if I'm being honest.
and then we got Ninja, Marshall, Carl, Ross, and Tots on the softs. Now, tell you what, the softs. I don't know about the daytime, but in the night time, but I thought I put mediums on my strategy, but I didn't. I put the softs on, and I was going mad at the start, but then it kind of changed my attitude towards my driving.
Did
And it
you have it?
worked.
Did you have it so that it was locked onto two stops? Like you couldn't delete the
Yeah,
the middle stint.
yeah, you couldn't change it, but I changed the selection of tyres. Tried to change it around, but it just
Yeah,
didn't register.
yeah, and it wouldn't let you delete the middle stint. Same here. Because mine came up as medium, soft, hard, in that order, and I was like, that's just a
Yeah.
weird strat. And then I changed it to medium hard, and it was like minus 22 seconds. Like,
Mm.
well, yeah, because I'm not making a second unnecessary stop.
Yeah, I done the soft. Started on the soft, took him 12 laps, but I followed Bobo in and lost like 5 seconds because I was literally only a second behind him. I was in the leading group. I made it all up again, got back onto the leading pack, and then there was an accident into the last corner, and I got collected in it, which is a bit of a pain, but it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Here we go.
Bahrain always looks weird in the daylight. I don't like it.
Oh, who's that? Who's just done a Kieran in the background?
That looks like it may be Claymore. That is. The thing is, it's now been highlighted on the stream, so it's forever immortalized. And now he's got to drive through to find his grid position. Oh,
Never change, Clay.
right. Like it's,
There we go. 3, 4, 5. And away we go.
and
Took us.
James Brown got a terrible start. But
Yeah, Anderson's up the inside.
that's an
Oh,
Alpine.
someone's Ninja.
That was an Alpine, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think it was Ninja. Oh, there's a
Oh,
few off at the back here. There's
yeah.
one turned round sideways. It's Ninja again. Scotty's down to 19th.
So, sorry, I'm still getting used to Ninja being in an Alpine and not a Merc.
Takes time, doesn't it?
That's why I was like, that's an Alpine, and you're like, yeah, it's Ninja. Yeah, James Brown's initial start was terrible, but the second stage, we hooked it up as we just flicked through.
Anderson's put the move on. Good move.
Uh,
Got them back.
Round the outside, he just got shown the exit as Curly's up a place, Teabag's down, the Hounds.
These cash apps are under pressure here.
Yeah, that's it. He's got no teammate as a wingman. Chip and Anderson together.
Anderson's had a very good start because in the last couple of Grand Prix he's really been in and around it. He's had a decent start. Carl's up 4, Nerfpack's up 4, Ross is up 4, Kimmy up 5, Clay up 3, Pintesize up 4, Ninja down 10, along with Scotty and Gamefield down 7.
Yeah, and Howard's out of all of that. Curly Tots is somehow down a place. Scott has overtaken Colin's wife, and it's not very friendly of him, especially as they're friends outside of the league.
So I'm going to see.
That's Nerfback and Ross off track at turn between 3 and 4. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I just saw pint size go past the pair of them. So I like flicked to the side view camera, and it was just driving off the track. We're trying.
Into the straight.
We'll flick it back. So the start looked like a whole lot of desyncs happened. Yeah, it's not the lobby and it's not the drivers. It's just EA being EA.
Yeah.
It's like Gainful's all the way down in 20th now, and significantly off the pace, well, off the back of the pack. That's just
make the move then. So James Brown, the fastest lap, he's got Arne Anderson back to look like he's going to make the overtake going into turn one. He's pulled out very, very late. Has he got the job done?
We've just lost Ninja again.
He's got it done. Arne Anderson now, I don't know if his name's Arne, but he's a wrestler. But we'll give it to him. He's now leading the race.
As Marshall's gone.
DNF'd. Oh.
Marshall's dropped. Marshall has dropped it on the exit of 2. He's gone on that outside curb.
Yeah, that can happen. He's got his foot down too early.
Yeah, and just clipped that outside curb and it just smashed him into the wall on the opposite side. And like Kimmy Antonelli is actually showing some decent race pace here.
He was quick last week and all, to be honest. He got caught out in the restart. He lost it going down the last corner, and then that was it for him. But he was in the top 3.
Yeah, like he's all over the back of Dave, and he's got Carl not too far up the road, and he's playing it smart with his ERS. He's turning it off when he's in detection.
Yeah, Arne's got a full battery up the front. James has got a little bit less. Chip 30%. The top 5 are starting to ease themselves away.
Yeah, teabagging, like how Teabag is in 5th on a set of hards is ridiculous. But did Steve get? Yeah, Steve got DRS, but also should get this done. I know he's not close enough.
James Brown, even Chip.
Yeah. Oh, moves done.
Done it.
Curly's got Chip.
Yeah, see that. Also up the inside as well. It is on Hound. Is Hound going to come back on the outside?
Yep.
No. Yes, done. Oh. Wow.
These two love to hate each other at times. But Harvey's just sat on the back of the pair of them.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Just brought himself back into the DRS of this train as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, anything can happen now. And James Brown's got Anderson. That must have been going into 10 along the DRS into 11. Do you remember when turn 12 used to be the curve of death?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't go anywhere near it, and now you're just like, oh yeah, I'll drive on it.
To be honest, Silverstone flat out one is like that now, like the curve of death. You know, if you hit too much, it will throw you off.
Cops.
Yeah, never used to. It does now. So Anderson going to make the move. He's used to race this stuff.
Oh, that's a great bit of driving from Claymore, and he got the DRS on it too. Carl's in pit. No, he's not. That's Ross in the pit. Sorry, wrong for Bahrain. Wouldn't surprise me if we see Ross's retirement conversation.
Top 11 all within the train. Oh, James Brown round the outside. Good move. Can he keep it? Can he make it stick those? He's the outside lines
yeah.
aren't going to let him. Oh, it's close. Good driving. Very good. Love that camera angle.
What, the broadcast one?
Yeah, we've got someone up the inside. It's Harvey trying to go up the inside of us. He's made.
Oh yeah. The helicopter shots are epic around here. Oh, that's straight
straight in the back of him. Oh, that could be damage.
That was damage. I saw the wing, the end plate bounce up, but it's what
Just
you.
hope
It's
hope
not
it's
what
not
you want.
damage for the hound in his rear wing, because it was quite a clump.
That's it. It's such a tight corner that when you've got four or
Harvey
five
looks,
cars.
yeah, Harvey looks like he's got no damage though.
No, he's lost these. No, how the hell? He managed to get a wing.
That's what I mean. Hound's now dropping back a lot whenever he come off his car.
What, like off the back of. Oh, that's a nudge. That's a bang in the wheels, yeah. A Hound straight back under braking. That's great driving.
That is brilliant driving. Oh, he's got him getting the inside though. That's even better.
The Hound's got DRS though.
He has. Is he going to get it back?
He's got to go the long way. Yep.
He has done. Fair play.
But I think, yeah, I think what you said that might have given a Hound damage.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
He's
Oh
not
my
giving it up
God.
though. Not giving it up for anything. But Hound is now very much the plug between that top 5 and down to about 11th.
So Dave's got Carl, Kimmy's just got Carl as well. So we've got a bit of wheel banging going on there as well.
Yep, under braking. How's it gonna go? Hound with the switchback.
This is mental. Oh, he's pushing it through the corner near enough. He's gonna get him again, surely, on the straight. How much battery is that? 32 to get to 24. He should get.
Yeah, he's got enough. He's close enough for DRS. There were also
Magnussen and
Claymore's gone. That is at turn 12. As I've just seen a Hound get swamped by Osso come flying through. Like this pack is just all over each other. But Osso's shit, like Hound's just gone from 6 to 8 because Osso comes. Oh,
yeah, Curly's gonna make a move here on James, is he?
like even the front 3 are at it. T-Bag's just watching everyone, like James Brown down.
He's through, Curly's through.
Yeah, James.
So that's now released Anderson.
James ran deep at turn 8. Those tyres start to go off, do you think?
Possibly, if you've used too much of them too early on, they will go off.
That Hound is now down into 9th. Kimmy's up to 8th. Who's the biggest winner so far? Kimmy. Up at 11. That's ridiculous in 7 laps. Hopefully he can put it together in quali for the feature. But Carl is... Oh, Carl's gone on a couple of recharge laps while these lot have been scrapping away. He saved up 84% of his battery.
Oh, he's going to do it and all. It's turn 1. Good move. Can he keep it? Is Kimmy going to outbrake him?
Oh.
Give each other space. Oh, he's lost it. Took him out.
No, move done.
Both front scales in the end.
Yeah.
It looks like Anderson's going to take this. If he can keep it nice and clean now for the last 2 laps. Can Chip make it a 1-2?
You'd want to think so. Like, Chip just happy to be up in 4th at this point. Like, during a sprint, you're just happy to be in the points.
Kimmy's made it back past Carl.
Yeah. But Carl, it looks like Carl is just happy to recharge through that middle sector
Yeah.
and try and break free.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attempt Tom to do that.
Curly is off it in sector 1 by the looks of it.
So who's Chip coming up? Oh, Chip and Teabag. Wow. How they're both still on the track is beyond me. James is now looking at Curly. Is James going to send it down the inside? He does. Can he get the move stuck? Oh, the Merc's got a bit of drive. The Merc should have DRS.
Very well, first DNF of the season from any session. That, like, compared to how you were last season, the rate of progress, especially now you've moved over to that Fanatec.
What a move, Curly. Sorry to interrupt you there, but what? Oh, there's damage. There's Teabags hit the back of James. Oh, now you've got Chip on the outside. Oh, it's burning up there. It's brought everyone back together as well. The two Haas drivers back in as well. So now I think we got Teabags got damage.
Ooh.
Oh, Chip's just hit the back. Arm's just tailing off into the distance. I keep calling him Arm. I don't even know if his name is Arm, but Anderson.
Armin is from yesteryear. Like, Armin is a name that we've not heard in a while.
The wrestling reference, isn't it? Arn Anderson.
But this is what happens when you put 5 equally paced drivers.
Oh, he's hit him again. Oh, and he's took the bollard out. That could end up putting full send Dave through.
Claymore, he doesn't know what he did wrong, took the final corner for same gear as usual, and it just flew him into the wall. Ross with a time penalty. Oh, that's a dive and a half by Chip up the inside of Dave. Also, who has also got a time penalty. I think.
James looking at Curly. Is James going to get it done? He tried this last lap, couldn't really make it stick. He hasn't done this time either.
Also is going to get massively done by that time penalty.
Yeah, it's going to drop behind.
It's the last lap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anderson has just sailed away now from this. I'm not even going to say quartet because it's everyone from Curly down to Hound and Antonelli even in 11th. So Cole's going to grab. Ninja's gone. Ninja's pitting quick. Why would you do that on the final lap of the race? You've literally got a minute and a half left.
So that's it. Anderson takes the win. Oh, Teabag. Oh, 0.17.
And I love watching the AIs just rear end each other.
That was a good race.
Teabag and Dave are just driving into each other.
Yeah, I can see that. I've got James Brown and a Haas.
Yeah. So also still picks up a point through finishing in 8th. It's not a bad result. Harvey, so we'll run it from the top. Anderson just ended up driving away with it in the end.
He took his opportunity. Once he was over a second in front, the others all battling behind.
I think he actually did. I think he played it smart, if I'm being honest, because he kind of pushed everybody. Like he was part of that group that was battling, wasn't he? And once it got to 4 or 5 cars, he then made his move and dipped, and then just left everybody else to battle away. Yeah. So Anderson takes the sprint race win, followed by Curly, James Brown, Teabag, Full Send Dave, Chip, Carl, also rounding out the point scorers. Then we have Hound, Harvey, Pint Size, Scott, Nerf Pack, Gainful, Kimi Antonelli, Ross, Curly Tots, Ninja, Claymore, and Marshall as DNFs.
Quick question then. You said that about the mediums in sprint quali. If T-Bags run the hards, does that the same apply for the race?
Yeah, I would believe that unless he went for the harder compound,
He must have done.
then he should get 2 sets of hards.
Mm.
But the fact that he managed to get them switched on and working that well is kind of worrying for the actual feature. Because
Yeah.
if you can get those running like that, bearing in mind cooler conditions, less track
Yeah.
temp.
I think in the daytime it's a bit easier to get them up and running because it's hotter. But in this temperature, it might take 3 laps. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to next week. I'm moving my rig into my new house, so I'm going to be taking everything apart and like including my pedals
Okay.
because I feel like I feel like I've got an issue with my pedals.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take everything
What
apart.
pedals have you got?
I've got the load cell pedals, the Frostmaster load cell pedals.
TLCM, same as
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
I feel like I've got an issue with those. Um, so I'm going to take them apart to like the extent that you can without breaking the warranty.
Yeah, so I had a similar issue, right, when I had the T248, yeah, and when I took them apart, I found where they grease them up, um, before they sell them, it's like a line of grease had like solidified right the
Mm.
way down to the circuit board. So I think when it gets a bit hot, it might be shorting out. That could be why, because I was finding my brake pedal would switch off, couldn't use it, or my throttle wouldn't go 100%.
Yeah, it seems like I've got an issue. Like whenever I look at my telemetry, it looks like my throttle gauge isn't full.
Yeah.
Um, but it's only during the race that it looks like that. Like if I'm on TT or something, it looks fine.
Mm.
So
Since I bought the GT2, I had 1 or 2 problems, and I just unplugged the pedals, put them back in. I haven't had a problem since. So.
well, Mexico round 1, my pedals decided to invert on me
Oh no!
after turn 1. So I hit
Didn't
turn
take
1.
anyone out, did you?
No, I hit the brakes at turn 1, got round turn 1, hit the accelerator to like get obviously to get back up to speed, and it just kind of went and started slowing down because the accelerator was now my clutch, my brake pedal was now an accelerator, and the clutch was now an accelerator.
Oh.
So I didn't actually have a brake pedal.
How long have you had the pedals?
Less than a year, like March-ish time, I think.
Yeah, you're probably fine. When you take them apart, you might have a similar issue to what I had. The grease around it, like, looks like another wire. We've got Hound leading us around the track.
I've still got the ones that came with the T300 in a box that is now in my garage. So I'm going to, like, if all else fails, for the time being, I can just pop the old ones back on. But yeah,
Was that the 2-pedal version or the
no,
3-pedal?
the ones that come with the T300 RS,
Oh, okay.
like the magnetic pedals, they're horrible. But is so Hound is obviously first one out.
He's doing a decent lap on it. This is 107.2. Second sector. This is going to be a mid-28, I think.
Dan, can you explain what you mean by EST? I don't speak geek like that. 29.1.
29.1. Ninja with 30.9. We got Ferrari's Earth. Yes, it is.
The 30.5. The cooler track temps, but given the track evolution of the sprint, means that you'll see track quality times similar to the sprint, maybe slightly quicker. Like 28.5 straight off the bat behind us. He is looking
That's
good.
rapid. Yeah, that's rapid.
Tier 2 pole time was a 28.2. And normally there's well, in yester seasons it would be about a second between the two tiers. Now the front runners of any tier would push the front runners of the tier ahead for in terms of quality pace.
I think in Tier 1 it was a 27.5. I qualified 7th on a 27.9.
Okay,
It was tight. It was quite tight.
Dan's saying that electrostatic discharge, you need to ground your rig. All I need is an earth cable.
Yeah.
Right, I'll take a look.
Yeah, I bet the carpet sorted mine out, to be fair.
Yeah, mine is on carpet, but it's everything's close proximity, so that, as Dan said, there's not really any room for any static to move. So I'm getting a full.
All day's looking fast.
Yeah. I'm getting a full back bedroom as a gaming room again. So moving out the Harry Potter cupboard. Which I'm gonna miss my Harry Potter cupboard if I'm being honest. 28.6. If that's his first run, because he did a medium run in sprint quali, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's his first run on a set of softs. Anderson, I think, only has that set of softs. I don't think he's got. Oh no, you get 2 sets of softs for the sprint for feature quali. So he's got another set left.
Carl's going for another one.
Is he?
Just must feel like he's got a lot more pace there.
On the second run here. He upshifts way too early through 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, well, in my opinion.
He's on the automatic though, isn't he?
Oh, is he? I thought
He's
he was
probably
on.
doing it. No, he's doing it for traction, I think. Yeah, and I think it was his first second time.
Unless he felt like he made a mistake in second 2.
This was a risk.
Make sure you got full speed. Yeah, will do. They don't come up with a timing screen on these sprint results when you first look at them anyway. You've got to grab them at the end.
Nearly 2 to 10.5 up.
That is improved. So Claymore's improved by almost a second on his quali time from the sprint. That's a decent lap. And Carl's in the pits. He's had a bad final corner, so he's calling it at night.
Mercedes coming
That, no, that's probably gonna. Yeah, it's
P6. Ferrari now. James Brown, 28.6. Where's Marshall? Is he on track yet? He's done a lap already. He's on a set of mediums again.
yeah.
So, I'm surprised by this. With being how fast has been in the last 2 races. Maybe
Also likes that in 6th place, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Where he's also get his fans I want some. Try getting into a decent car and then you might get some fans.
Yeah, you're not going to get any fans driving that frog, mate. He's about to go over the launch.
Outbrakes herself into 8. That's a lot of curb at 10. At least we know that if she pops up one day with an absolute cracker of a lap, we know that Colin's just gone, I'll do that.
Yeah. Mind you, is he capable of doing that? Love you, Colin.
Like, I'm lucky. My missus can't play the F1 game, and I quote, "It's because it gives her motion sickness."
Oh. Kiwi's purple through sector 1.
Curly has 32.2. That's a lot of exit curve at 10. It's fairly slow for it. And have you realised that with Aston Martin, do you know the car that they advertise on the top of the halo depends on what car they've just launched?
Oh, does it?
Yeah, every time it changes all the time.
Oh, right, so the updates.
Yeah, at one point it was the 4x4 thing that they're doing.
You had a DB9 on there, if I remember rightly, a little while ago as well.
Yeah. And then it was the 4x4 thing they do, which is yeah, it's just something I noticed the other day because I'm in the Aston myself. I was like, when did that change? Apparently Ninja is 1. I know he was 1.9 seconds off on his last lap, put himself in 7th.
No, he's just invalidated anyway.
Alright. We're all up for a joke and a little bit of a laugh, but when we're being unrealistic, that's when it becomes stupid.
He even shook his arse at us as well as he came out of the corner. I've always wanted the Aston, never had it. I've always been stuck in one car.
That Alpha Tauri, yeah.
Yeah, well, even the Red Bull's the same, just different livery, innit?
Scott is still sat in the garage. Anderson's back out. It looks like he's got his teammate just ahead of him. Yeah, is that the Sister V car? Or is that Williams? Which I think was, it's Curly getting out of the way. Curly Tops. Right, this is confusing. We've got Curly and Curly Tops.
So Hound's going to be the first one over the line.
Again. And we'll ride on board with Hound. Yeah. Give him his minute and 30 seconds of fame. Which, in fairness, he kind of deserves, because, like, a bit like you, he just grinds it out every year in the same tier. Not really making too many waves in that tier, but not being at the back of the pack either.
No, see, I know what I remember what it was like to be at the back, and it wasn't great. But now I'm a lot closer to the front. If anything, I'm on the front pack. It's just qualifying. I struggle to set a time that's, because in tier 1, 2 temps is massive. It could be 6 positions.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been lucky, sometimes I haven't. I got my first win obviously last season, but we'll see. Like I say, the other night I was gutted. We'll see.
Yeah, like, I wasn't saying that trying to be like disrespectful.
No, of course. No. I know that. I know what you mean though.
Yeah, it's like tier 2, you've got drivers that are they're not going to be consistent race winners. They might get one every now and again out of either luck that has hung purple for the sector. You're going to get the drivers that get the occasional race win because the drivers that would normally be at the front, the championship protagonists, aren't on form that week, or they don't attend. That's a cracking match. That's a tenth and a half. That's less than a tenth and a half off of pole.
Anderson's about to
But
come over the line. He's 3 tenths up. This could be a 27.
oh,
28-1.
see, do you know this going close to the pit wall malarkey? I don't understand it at places like Bahrain. It doesn't shorten the run to the line. The shortest run to the line is taking it as you exit the final corner. I'm on board with Chip, who is coming into the final corner battle. Yep. Howard ERS. It's going to be a 129. Oh, I was close. A quarter of a tenth between him and Hound. It is, but now track evolution's there, isn't it? This is when Nerfback's out on a lap. I'm not sure if it's an in-lap, a recharge lap, or what lap. So I'm just going to call it a lap. Game flows coming through Sector 2 as we speak. Around turn 12. Game flows found a 10th. And then invalidates on the exit of 12.
He's just in front of James.
So James might actually pick up a nice little bit of a toll.
Might do.
No, he's not.
10th up though. Yeah, just under a 10th up.
That Aston ain't making it. Oh, that Aston is just about going to make it round. With a minute 40 to go. That is going to be Kimi Antonelli out on an out lap. But he's going to get a move on. Do you know what is my biggest pet peeve with quali? And it's probably yours too. Like, do you know where the actual drivers have the final sector gentleman's agreement? That during quali, you don't overtake during the final sector unless you're on a hot lap. If you're both on an out lap, that's when you space yourselves. It's when people overtake me while I'm trying to gain some space to start my lap, and they'll just fly it past me. Oh, I'm taking that. It's like, back off.
Yeah. There's a few of them.
Curly is retired. Ross has managed to start his lap. Carl is on his pint size, has managed to start his.
Marshall's on so.
Kimi is going to be running this very tight. It's going to be about 6 seconds. 6 seconds as he crosses the line.
Good timing too. Let's see what Marshall's got in sector 2. He was half a second up in the first sector. 1.1 up this time.
Yeah, because he's on those softs now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just going to put him around P5 maybe.
But if he can hook up that final sector.
Harvey P2. Marshall P5.
He called it. As Arso is a 10th off on his own time. That's looking at putting him in around teabag.
Scotty's come over the line now. Oh, yeah, he won. Should be a 29 something. Yeah, 29. Carl's half a second up. He's going to put him around 8th, 9th.
Gameful's a quarter of a second up.
10th.
It's not bad.
Also put himself up to 3rd.
Jesus. Teabag is 12 seconds down.
Dave's back down.
in the pits.
He's had a terrible couple of sessions, hasn't he? From last week,
I
he was
don't think
solid.
he. I don't think he like he did. He reserved Friday night two in tier two. I don't think he particularly enjoys qualifying. If I'm being honest, like that's what it seems because he comes out as late as possible.
He was
Doesn't.
third at Silverstone.
Yeah, might just be a track he likes.
Could be. This, like I say, this is. I think on this game, this is arguably the toughest track to get right, and it's the middle sector. It's a killer. And from my personal opinion, there's been tracks in the past which I've totally despised, but them tracks on this game seem to be alright. But this one seems it's gone from being you can run medium to low downforce to now having to run everything.
Yeah, the one track I'm not looking forward to on the calendar remaining is Portimao.
Yeah, it's very slippy, mate.
Yeah, and also is I think we've got Imola chucked in there.
I don't think we have.
Oh, we just destiny. So after here, we go to Vegas next week.
Yeah.
Vegas, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, following the real life final triple header.
And then we have it. We got Anderson first, Harvey second, Osso third. Brilliant for him. Both Hasses up there, third and fourth of Dave. James in fifth, Marshall sixth, Hound seventh, Chip eighth, Teabag ninth, and Carl rounding up the top 10. We've got Ninja in 11th, we've got Curly in 12th, Pint Size 13th, Ross 14th, Scotty 15th, Kimmy 16th, Gameful 17th, Nerf 18th, Clay 19th, and Curly in 20th. Very tight within the top 12 there, a second separating them.
I will admit that when you look at quality and you are that far off over one lap, you going into a 26, 27 lap race, it's demoralizing.
Yeah.
Because you go, oh, if I'm that far off during the race, like during one lap, I'm just gonna be trucking around the back by myself. Kind of mentality, which is that's when you kind of hope and pray for a safety car towards the end.
Yeah.
And to go penalty free and cars ahead to get a penalty, just so you're in that ballpark of possibly being able to pick up places because of penalties.
It happened the other night in ours. Because there's going to be at least, I would say, 5 drivers that are going to pick up a time penalty in this race. We know Osso's going to get one. I'm sorry, Osso. I hope you don't, because it's one of your best performances I've seen in a long time.
Given the fact that he got one track limit penalty in 10 laps and, inside 8 laps, he's got to go treble the distance. So, on average, you pick one up every 3 laps, like just under. So, he's going to end up with about 9 seconds if we go on that average by lap 24 to 25.
So who's your favourite for this? I know Arn won it last time, but I'm looking at that grid and I'm seeing 3 drivers in that top 6. I'm not saying Arn can't win it because he's shown he already can. He's been patient. He looks strong around here. But we've got Harvey, James, and Marshall who are at the front of the championship so far. Harvey is. I'm going for Harvey in this one. We got so tyres. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Arn on the softs.
Yeah, Anderson on the softs, Harvey on the mediums. Also was going this is why it pinned us to the 2-stop because the game thinks it's a 2-stop now.
Yeah. Soft medium can be done right. 100%.
Yeah. That might have been a decision that the Haas boys came to together. Split the strategy.
Possibly.
Because Osso's on the softer compound, starting obviously a place further forward. Dave has gone slightly harder for the mediums, starting in 4th. That might be Dave runs longer and holds up anybody for
The thing is, though, you've got to come in around the same time, like
Yeah,
similar time.
I
Like, I
stand.
boxed the same time as Bobo on the mediums. I was on the soft. Go on, sorry, mate.
I was just about to say, as Dan's just said, the race spec on the soft and mediums is roughly the same. There's, I went deliberately deep because I knew I had no race pace, so I was like, all I can do is I can try and do my teammate a solid, and went deep and got up into about 6th or 7th place. For going longer on my stint, and just disrupted the cars behind and gave Airways a chance to get into the pits and out before the chasing pack that was behind him got back up to him after he made his stop.
Oh, house boys, I haven't parked it on the grid properly. Could that be big?
It could also
Here we
be beneficial.
3, 4, 5. It's going to hold them along again. What's it going to do? Oh, and they're off. Good start from first. Harvey's got a bad one.
Yeah, that Ferrari of...
Oh, Red Bull is straight on.
I saw a bit of an end plate of a Sauber there. Yep, that is definitely Sauber part because it was bright green. That is Claymo's front wing gone immediately. His end plate. I would not like to be in that party because I know the exact terminology that is being used. But
who's that? It's moving all over the place. Carl's gone from 11th to 8th in one corner.
Yeah, because we've got a car off track. That would be Teabag off track. It's just, is it me or do they just not seem to be moving particularly well through that middle sector? Like everybody just seems tentative. Oh, that's an Aston. That's Antonelli.
Kimmy, yeah. He's top 2. I'll tell you what, they've already
checked out.
Second in front.
Yeah. So we'll put it on interval and see who the biggest winner is out of lap 1. That would be Claymore, Ross and Carl at the moment, and Marshall at the moment. Biggest loser, Kimmy Antonelli. Times, as in, there you go, from the leader. Yeah, from, not, he hasn't broken DRS out of the first lap though.
Oh, who's that? Wow, who's that in the Alpine? Ninja, wow.
I missed it. Oh, I caught your reaction, so I jumped on board with him.
Oh, he sent it from miles back. I don't know if Carl's got any damage from it. He is rear right. He's skipping all over the place. I think he must have just missed his braking point from what I see. But
just sucked into the slipstream, which it does happen. But Ninja then has actually handed the positions back to everybody. Or is that damage on his behalf?
I think he's got damage, mate. From what I see a load of carbon fibre flying all over the place.
Claymore is still holding on with that loss of an end plate, so it mustn't be affecting him too badly.
No.
As Dave and James. Oh, Dave, that is not racetrack. Just took turn 13 and took the ball out with it. But Sue Anderson's just gone.
Yeah, it's Marshall still in his DRS though. The longer Marshall stays in his DRS, the longer Marshall I think could take the
Yeah,
race.
there you go. Marshall is now up into 3rd. It's also down to 4th. But that's Dave past James now.
Hound's dropping fast because he got damage.
Yeah.
He has lost an end plate.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that was from where Ninja went through. I don't know.
No.
End plate gone. Is that a Ferrari one I see?
Oh. Dan, I had both on when you asked me to change both. So, yeah, that was Ross tagging Hound into turn 4. He's somehow managed to get away relatively unscathed and now up into...
James is missing an end plate, I think. I did see a Ferrari one flying. That's going to be huge for his race. Yes, left. Oh, he's missing both. Must have had a big whack.
That looks like he's got no front wing in general. From the point of view I've got. Oh no, yeah, he's missing both end plates, yeah. He's going to be in the pits this lap. Like, he can't not.
That could bring T-Bag and Carl back into the leading groupings. They're going to gain DRS from him.
Yeah,
and they're only 1.8 behind, but
they're now going to get DRS along here. But then they're not going to get it in the rundown between 3 and 4. It's Claymore is still fighting away with that.
He's gone up again. He's back at another place.
Look at his look at his right front wing, the right side of his front wing.
There's nothing there.
This is very much I know it's broken. Keep telling me it's broken, and I'm going to keep ignoring you.
Yeah, he's hoping for a safety. What a start!
He's still 7 tenths up through sector 1 on his previous best lap. So
he's up 9 places.
Yeah.
More places than anyone else.
I mean, that the lack of downforce it's providing might actually be helping him. Well, his next victim is Ross, and then he's got Hound right in front of him, who has a couple. And we've got cars off. That's Kimmy again.
T-Bags pulled back a second also on this lap. He was up to 2.5 going out like into turn 1. Now it's back down to 1.3.
1.4. Yeah, it's floating around that. Might have just had a better middle sector.
Kimmy's now spun again. Is it going to cause a safety car?
No. But I better not see him pulling. Oh, also on Davis swap places.
Yeah.
Gameful speeding in the pit. It's such an unfortunate pit lane here.
Dave's exit there is costing him big time. He's now brought the other two back into play. Marshall's checked out from these two now. Is he going to have the pace to go and catch up with the front two? Arne Anderson is streaking ahead. Yeah, so them soft tyres are
working nicely. Gainful and James Brown. Yep.
Oh, Kimmy's safety car. Safety car.
Where is he retired?
He's retired on the curb of death by the looks of it. On the last.
Yeah. Actually come out with 13.
Yeah. Whoa, are the softs going to pit now?
How do you crash at turn 13? How do you drop it at turn 13?
You get on that curb on the outside and I don't know, to be fair, he's been spinning.
Yeah.
Spinning quite a lot.
But he had great pace, and the setup seemed to be working during the sprint. So this is where I'd expect Claymore to drop in for a set of hards, get rid of that
front wing.
That front wing damage. Yeah, we'll be able to see him in a sec. Harvey's dropping
boxed. Harvey's boxing. Marshall, I don't think he has.
Yeah, basically, he's done what the lead duo have done.
Everyone's doing it.
Dave has followed. Oh, Dave has followed also in. But by the time he gets there, nope. Also directly in front of him. That's no, it's not what he needed.
That to me, I know the feeling.
That smoke now is just ridiculous on this game.
It is.
Oh, we've made it better. No, you haven't, Cody's.
Made it worse.
Do you know what it looks like now? Did you ever play the original Driver games?
What, the PlayStation 1?
Oh, and 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know whenever you used to hit square and do like the power slides, and you used to get the big black plumes of smoke? It looks like that now. 3 generations of console later, 20 plus years, and the smoke still looks the same.
It's a shame Codemasters went under in it because they had this game nailed in my opinion. They had it working well.
I read some stats the other day. Um, so since EA bought Cody's out, um, the player base for F1 2022 was 487,000
Mm,
copies sold for the year. No, sorry, within the first 3 months. By October this year, guess how many units of the game had sold?
not I don't. I think it's been their worst selling game, hasn't it?
250,000 copies.
Yeah.
So they've lost 50%, 57% of the player base
Yeah.
in 2 years.
I'm not surprised to be honest.
And
I
it's
love this game. I'll buy it every year, but I'm not surprised.
at this point, it is literally League Racing that is keeping me buying it.
Yeah, me too.
Um, like if I wasn't involved in League Racing at this point, if I was just a casual player, it would not be on my list of annual releases to buy.
No. Don't you remember back in the was it PS2 days or PS1? They took it over for a year or two, and it completely fell on its rear end, and they stopped making it because EA had it for 1 or 2 seasons or something.
I remember EA having the version that played on the PlayStation 1 when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That was 2002.
Yeah, 2001, 2002, one of the two.
Yeah, because I used to. This was back in the days of when you could crash into the back of people and take the rear wings off.
Yeah.
Uh, I remember used to crashing into the back of Michael Schumacher purposely to take his rear wing off at Albert Park on a Sunday morning. Like that is a core memory for me as a kid. I used to deliberately crash into the back of Schumacher.
I
Never any
remember.
other track because I never got far enough through the season. It was
Yeah.
always Albert Park.
I remember the first one I had was '97. I think they had a Jordan on the front of it. I'm not 100% sure, but Murray Walker, the commentator, he
Yeah,
was on it. It was excellent.
yeah, and like even now we don't get like when you're playing the. That's one thing that it also lacks. Like we have commentators on the game, but they don't commentate on the races that you actually
No,
race offline.
no,
So why give us the option of like having Crofty as the commentator
I don't know.
if he's not going to commentate? Russ is taking the lead with Scott and G2 due to staying out, by the way.
Scott is on the hards anyway.
Yeah, so Scott has actually maybe he was actually put himself in a decent position because those hearts will have only just rubbed in.
Yeah.
Uh, Pineside's opting to stay out on those mediums, so he's trying to go long. Everybody else has stopped, except James Brown stopped 3 laps ago. And then Silent Ninja 4 laps ago, and everybody else is fresh. Apparently, Curly Tots has not completed a lap on those tyres yet. And then we're just waiting on Gameful to catch the pack.
Yeah, let's go around it one more time, innit? It's a 3-lap safety car by the looks of it.
Always is. Unless it's a late safety car and everybody's still bunched up together. And then you might get 1 or 2.
Oh, who's that got on the wall? Was that Arn? No way, Arn. You haven't. If you give yourself damage, he was warming up his tyres and just slammed it into the wall.
I'm trying to get a POV of his front wing.
Just keep getting bloody some stadium.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting.
I need my binoculars for this one.
There we go. It looks like it's still all intact.
Oh, he's lucky then, because he hit that fucking wall. Oh, sorry about my language.
It's alright, Dan, and greater than normally was at this point. Oh, you lucky man.
Yeah, very lucky.
I will say this, that VCarb does have possibly the nicest livery on the grid because it reminds me of the very early Toro Rosso livery.
Yeah.
All they
And
did was just made it metallic
yeah,
and
it's a
chrome.
bit of a throwback to like a Williams as well, isn't it? Like an old, like the old Canon, or Damon Hill one when he won a title, that kind of look too.
One sec. My headset beeped at me telling me it needed to be put on charge. Yeah, it's guaranteed safety car within the last 5 minutes, according to Dan.
Safety cars coming in. Right. Let's see if these two at the front can hold up these lot behind. They've got white sides to put in there as well.
Yeah, I've not actually seen Ross do a safety car restart since about Abu Dhabi season 8. So this is going to be an interesting one. See, I mean, he's letting the. Nope, he's going to take it to the line because he knows that nobody can overtake him to the before the line. So
Arn's lining up Scotty. No, he isn't.
no, he'll play it nice into turn 1 because he's still net P1 at the end of the day.
Teabag sideways from turn 1. Is that contact? I don't know who that was with. He's back down all the way back down now to 14.
And then Nerfpack got his elbows out and showed him the exit curve as he tried to re-enter the trap. Nerfpack just squeezed up his inside and was like, absolutely not, that's my line now.
Harvey's still behind Scotty. Anderson made it past. Now he's after Ross. He's very lucky to still be in this race, to be honest, the way he slammed that wall.
Yeah. So Claymore has. Oh, speak of the devil. Cold Tires has almost eaten the wall at the exit of turn 10.
It's a shame. He had such a good start.
No, he's still in the race. He just lost the rear on the exit of 10. It does happen.
Anderson nearly losing it behind Ross there. That curve.
Anderson's past Scott and now looking at Ross like Ross's lunch. And yeah, I wouldn't personally make this move before turn 4.
He looks like he's listening to you as well. What am I saying?
Because now he's got the DRS that Ross has got to defend from.
He's brought Harvey. He hasn't left Harvey behind.
Yep, Harvey there. That is beautiful up the inside. A little bit dangerous on Anderson's point of view because there is a bump round again. Yeah, there is a bump on the inside of turn 4, which if you don't hit the apex curb and bounce across the exit of the corner, you hit the bump at the apex of 4 and bounce across to the exit. So you've got to be very careful. Harvey is actually struggling to get past
these. It's going to cost him big time.
Oh, a little bit of a wiggle on the exit of 11. Marshall is now coming to play. And Carl is all over the back of Otto, but he's in a Haas sandwich at the moment.
He is. He's been around that quite a while, and in the sprint as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been around these two pretty much all weekend so far. As that is Marshall getting past Pine Size.
Got past both.
Yeah. Yeah, and also has gone round the outside, and Carl's followed him through. But his
Yeah,
pint size
wow,
down to
that's
8.
painful. That is.
3 places in one corner.
That's very painful.
But it's great car positioning from pint sides not to get caught up in any
Yeah.
instant, like any sort of contact there, because it's very easy for him to just turn left and go, okay, I've got a car on my right hand side. Like, what do I do now? But he's just kept the wheel straight enough to let Carl not through, but attempt to move without any contact. As Gainful and Nerfback are going wheel to wheel from turn 11.
Scott is staying with Harvey.
Oh,
So is Ross as well.
Lads, you don't want to rub wheels there. Nerfback is not giving this final point up to Gainful.
Fair play.
It's running in right to the edge of
someone's round.
That's Ninja.
Curly.
The Curly. Sorry, Ninja, I just presumed. He's been round a lot tonight, in fairness. Oh, that is a painful way of losing 15th place. Getting swamped by a Red Bull and a Merc when you're in a Ferrari.
Scotty's doing a good job here, keeping on the back of Harvey. Ross has fell off now, so I expect all the cars behind him to get him in the next lap or two.
Yeah, like he's well into his pit window now. Unless
this could turn into a two-stop though. If there's not another safety car.
I was going to say, or is Ross playing the ultimate team game here, knowing that Carl is pitted and he's backing as many cars into Carl as physically possible?
Possibly.
Before he opts to pit and release.
Play again,
yeah. Yep. Where's he dropped it? Exit of 10? Yeah. So, also on the stock.
Ross in the pits.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
No, Ross isn't. He's not fighting it. And yep, just tucked straight in front of Dave as Dave.
That was close. Oh, he's tagged him. Dave could be round. Oh no, he isn't. He saved him.
Yeah, tucked in behind the car as the car went past, and also Dave tried to come steaming up the outside. He just moved back inside. I was like, there we go, that's fine. Great team, like that's great teamwork.
Yeah, you were right. You was holding him up for it.
Like there is no a rule against letting slow moving cars, faster moving cars go.
I remember who was my teammate in the Red Bull? I forgot his name. Was it TXG? Something like that. His name. He was fast. And I've done a similar thing to him at China. I sacrificed myself for him. He ended up getting the race win. For TMX, I can't remember.
THX.
That's the one.
Yeah. I know the one that you're on about. Yeah, I was going to say, but when it's your teammate, it's a different story. It's more if it's a driver of a different team, because at the end of the day, it affects championships, it affects driver standings, everything. Just moving to the side. Fight it for as long as you can. Ultimately, if you are going to be overtaken, you're going to be overtaken. But if it's your teammate and you're playing the team game, then all for it.
So I'm going to go for this.
I'm on with James, looking at Dave into 4, but then they've still got Hound. and Chip plugging away behind him.
Yeah.
Also is somehow still without a penalty.
Every time someone says that, though.
I know. I bet you he's on like 2 warnings already.
Could be. Just wait for him to flag up now.
Harvey's not letting Anderson get away with this again. It's just pulled.
He's not, he's caught him right up.
I think Anderson's gone for a couple of recharge laps.
No, he's on 67, Harvey's on 57. He's using it to get the DRS zone. Is he going to make it?
Yep.
Might do. Oh, it's tight.
James,
No.
penalty.
Wow, that's massive for him. Oh, he didn't make the DRS.
No, he just. I don't think anybody inside the top 4 has DRS. But Carl's making that move.
Is he going to do it? Oh,
No.
I thought Marshall was going to get collected.
But James Brown got Dave. But Dave's coming straight back into 4. Oh.
Is he going to give it up?
I was like, Dave, that is not the track. But they're just bringing Chip into this now.
Yeah.
How is Ninja up into 11th? By the way,
Don't know. He's back where he started. Where was he last? Weren't he?
at one point, yeah, like Claymore needs a safety car because he's had to pit again. He's now 30 seconds off the back of the pace. Back of that.
Such a shame.
Yeah, after such a great first stint.
Yeah.
Like he's not even.
Get Scott here. Sorry to interrupt you, mate. He's recharged all the way back up to 88%.
Yeah.
So maybe to get this move done, I think the others might even try it too.
Yeah, because Scott's got to start thinking about that pit stop, hasn't he?
That's one. Osso's gone for it as well. It's 2.
Carl will think about it into 4. I know Carl's going to think about it on the switchback. No, he didn't. Some great driving, though.
There is.
There's got to be a couple of incidents reported, but from what we've seen so far, it seems to have been a fairly clean weekend.
Yeah, Harvey's back in DRS, sorry. He's closed that right up.
Anderson has been recharging, he's on 89% now.
Harvey's on 76.
And he's got his DRS open. And just enough to... All that DRS zone between 10 and 11 is for. It's to essentially guarantee that you're close enough for a start-finish straight. Like, that is it. It just closes you up for the final sector.
Yeah.
And it's up to you if you lose half a second or more through.
He's using his battery very smartly on this one.
Yep. Like, he'll probably pop it in to overtake. Yep, to defend now. Why are we... Harvey off the track?
Also going to try it on Marshall.
Ross is...
around the outside.
He's done it.
Go on, Osso. Carl's up past Scotty as well. Sweet,
As James Brown and Dave are still at it. Dave gave him a taste of his own medicine.
Collected him. Chip's just got past Hound.
Yeah, Dave gave James a bit of his own medicine then and just kind of stuck his wheel into his front wheel and stopped him turning in. The exact same thing that James did to him last lap. So if it like if either one's gonna report it, they've got to remember they did it to each other.
Yeah.
So if the fact somehow opened to 14th teabag, 15th Curly's just kind of driving around with Ross and Pineside's behind her.
Harvey's now recharging in with a full battery, similar to Anderson. He could just sit there into the last couple of laps, maybe.
That might be his intention, just to see where he's quicker.
Yeah.
That him dipping out of the slipstream, that's him just trying to get the arrows flashing up. Carl's up past Marshall. Marshall's got it back. Oh. Are they going to reach each other's space on exit?
Oh, good driving. Oh, good move.
Just about. Both guys just about giving each other space.
He drained his battery there to get past.
Yeah.
Pretty. I'm surprised. I thought Marshall going in the last couple of races would be up there at the front, but maybe it's just not his track.
The thing is, he's still in contention of a podium.
Of course, yeah.
And he's got a full energy battery here.
We nearly binned it there though, mate.
He's still got a full energy pack. Yeah. So it's not like he's cruising around with nothing in the tank.
The two in front of him seem to be pulling away.
Yeah, I think that's because he's... Could he just be letting them two tussle it out, letting them chew up their tyres while he just preserves tyre life?
Maybe, but I don't know. From what I've seen in the sprint, obviously he crashed out in the sprint, didn't he? But from what I've seen in quality, I don't know if he's got the pace. Carl's now going to stick it on also.
Again.
He's drained all his battery though. He's also going to get him back. The next time, the yellow flag.
That's Clay again. And the thing is, it's only short running to 4, but when you've got no ERS and you're defending into 4, see that little bumpers, they slide wide. Yeah, it's horrible that, but as they plunge down the hill towards 8. So it's always fascinating seeing everybody's different lines through the same corner.
Yeah.
Then you look at tier 3 and then you look at tier 1 and you're, well, the lines aren't too dissimilar. But then you look at the speed they carry at the same point.
Yeah.
As that's also coming back.
Yeah.
And that's Marshall taking a look at Carl too.
Carl's on a recharge so he's back up to 100%.
Yeah. He turned that ERS off through that middle sector, didn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry, Anderson.
Scotty's still, yeah.
Anderson's having a cracking drive at the front at the moment, but this 4-way battle for 4.
Oh, Harvey's going to make the move. Harvey's got the move done. Into turn 1.
No. Not necessarily. Yep, done.
He's going to get him back from the DRS,
James and Dave have swapped places again. Yep, under braking into 4.
Anderson, Harvey going at it at the front.
Yep, I'm on board.
Side by side.
Oh, there you go.
My lord! Oh, good driving.
Not a place you want to be going side by side.
No. Heating up now.
Yep, they can both spell a race win. And those, like, unless you are in contention for a championship, they don't come around very often.
No.
For the average person, or average driver. Your last race win last season, mine was season 5 or 6. No, season 7, because I beat Carl at Baku. No, I won the constructors title in season 9.
Oh, cool. Yeah, loads of laps in the bag.
As Marshall's lost the rear out of the final corner.
James, Dave, 3
That,
seconds.
as Dan just said, that the DRS is OP here. I don't think so.
Nah, me neither.
Like, if the car ahead has got significant battery, you need to have your battery on overtake and DRS wide open and be tucked into the slipstream
Yeah.
to even make up the ground.
Also, Carlo going out again. Also going to get this done.
Has Scott forgotten that he actually needs to pit? Because he is
He's done a mega job though.
21 laps on those tyres. And yeah, like, they're done. They're dead. Or they should be. Because he's going to pit and he's going to drop. So it's a 20-something second stop. He is going to drop all the way down to 15th place. 22, yeah, 22-second gap. Anderson and Harvey changing places suggests that it is overpowered. Also, thank God there's no safety car.
Yet.
Yet.
He's also going to be able to make the move here. I
Nope.
think he's got enough in it. No. Carl's using his battery, saving it for a 2. Can he hold him off in this one?
I think he's got just about enough battery in the tank. And he's had a better exit out of 1 and 2.
Yeah.
He gained quarter of a second. Scott, you do need to pit. You can't just go to the final lap of the race on these tyres. Pit and then finish. Like, because Ninja's also 19 laps in on his set. Charlie Tots has pitted and is now behind Claymore. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. It looked like it looked like one of the marks was, yeah, it looked like Curly had run wide and was momentarily off track because he's dropped back a little bit. Chip's going to gain a couple of positions at this rate. He's going to inherit 7th place at least.
Osso's got him here. Or has he?
That's Scott into the pits.
Scott into the pits now. Listen to in the end.
Yeah, that's done.
Osso's done.
No, Carl's coming back on the braking. That rear wing cam.
Something else, isn't it?
Yeah, when through corners like that, yeah, absolutely. Like, do you know where I said Scott's going to drop all the way down to potentially out the points? Yeah. He's down into 13th.
Has he put on softs?
Yeah. I mean, he could still realistically get himself into the top 10 and the fastest lap.
Fastest lap, yeah, but 11 seconds.
Yeah, but bearing in mind he's also got low fuel.
Yeah, true.
And he can basically treat every lap for the remainder of the race like a quali lap. Harvey and Anderson are still going blow for blow.
Chip's made it past Dave and Howard and James Brown. He's now second, 1.2 seconds clear.
When did that happen? That might be when Curly went off.
Possibly,
yeah. As it looks like Curly Tots and Claymore are getting racy. This is going to be an interesting one to watch.
Carl's back past also.
Yep.
Harvey's now in the race as well. Gone past Anderson.
Well, no, he's going to come straight back at him. Gainful's past Dave. Dave's pitted. Dave's done the 2-stop.
That's what I said. It possibly could have turned into it because his tyres going from lap was 9, was it? It was early, wasn't
Oh yeah, the
it? 7, I think it was.
Ninja doing ninja things. Not very stealth-like in his neck, like his name would suggest. Also, he's having a cracking drive.
Yeah, he was brilliant.
Let's see who the biggest winner. James Brown on 6 seconds now. So Hound's on 3, Curly's on 3 seconds. That is, I think Claymore's just been lapped. Yep, he has. It's not going to fill him with a lot of confidence.
He'll get there.
Yeah. He's actually had a cracking season up until tonight. Currently 5th in the driver standings in Tier 3. So it's not like he's had a lot of struggles so far. Yeah, these two, just like the lead duo, are just at it every lap. Like Anderson and Harvey are swapping places again.
Doing it again, yeah. Side by side.
There you go, Scott with the fastest lap. That was pretty much a given. That gap to Teabag is now down to 10 seconds. I know. 4 seconds. So realistically, he could still get into the top 10.
Yeah, he's closed that gap fast.
Yeah, because he's right on the back of Gainful now. So he wants to get past Gainful on the next DRS zone.
Curly tops us off.
Oh, yeah. No, that's not Curly Tots, that's Ninjas.
That was a Ninja.
Scott is up into 10th. Up into 11th, sorry. Scott past Gainful. Yeah, Ninjas dropped down. And then Curly is now looking at the back of Steve. Good call. It might just be weighing up his options on.
Oh, I don't think he is, mate.
Nope.
He's gone for it again.
Yep. He's taken Claymore getting out of the way.
Oh, my lord.
Yeah, he was taking Claymore getting out of the way as Gainful's dropped down.
In the pits.
Yeah.
T-Bagger in the pits. Probably got the fastest lap.
Pointless exercise. Genuinely pointless exercise. Yeah, the T-Bag's put a set of softs on. Gainful also has put a set of mediums on. It's a pointless fucking exercise. That puts Scott now up into 10th with current fastest lap.
You were right. He's also going to make a move here. Oh, nearly. Marshall's going to be punchy now.
Yeah. Might just saved the best of his tyres for the last. What he might try and do is just do a Hail Mary lap 28.
Yeah. We're getting close to there now, aren't we?
And like if he gets past also now, which he's pulled out at slipstream too early to make the move. What I was gonna say is he might go for the Hail Mary on this lap and then try and break the toll for 29.
Yeah.
As Anderson's now half a second clear at the front. Carl is, like, this trio is 11 seconds off the back of the lead duo. So very much it is a race of two races. And then you've got 2.5 seconds back to James. A cluster of cars there, and then you've got Scott 8 seconds off the back of Curly. So, and then behind Scott is Pint Size, who again, out of nowhere, has somehow ended up in 12th. And Dave, who was down in 17th place 2 laps ago, is now back up into 13th place.
Yeah. There we go. So it's gonna second to last lap coming up. Harvey's got 100% battery. Also, is he gonna make the move on Carl? He is.
Yeah, I'm watching it on board from Marshall. Bobo from Tier 1. Nice to see the Tier 3 guys still grinding.
Oh, it's brilliant. This race has been spot on.
Yep, Teabag fastest lap of the race. But I understand taking the fastest lap point if you're still in contention of finishing in the top 10. So, like, if you're...
If it doesn't get down to the top 15?
Nope.
No?
Top 10 only.
Fastest lap's top 10 as well. Marshall's going for Carl. He's got him. No, he hasn't. He didn't get it done. Went for it.
Right, so let also slip off into the distance a little bit.
Yeah.
But Carl's got him under brake. Carl's a little bit braver under braking, isn't he?
Yeah.
As Marshall's coming up, he's inside into the final corner.
Yes.
They tried to play chicken on the brakes. Oh!
Oh no, Marshall! Oh. Lost it again under his rear.
Carl's front wing is still fully intact, fortunately. But that has put Marshall down into 7th.
James has just been contact the Hound.
He's ghosted, fortunately, at the moment. But Jesus Christ, that Williams front wing is that dark. I can't actually tell if he's still got one. Marshall doesn't have a front wing, does he? Yeah, he does. How the hell did he get away with that?
I don't know. Whoa, them two. Whoa.
That was Verstappen and Lando S.
Harvey. Oh, we're missing this. Harvey's going for it. On Anderson. About to go through the last sector. They're both rinsing their battery. Anderson's got a bit more left. Can Harvey do it?
No. And that Red Bull's going to provide DRS for Gameful's going to provide DRS for Anderson.
Yeah, he is.
Like, it's only going to be for 100 yards, but
So there we go. Anderson with a double race win. Brilliant.
That is domination from start to finish this weekend. Almost half a second in it though.
Yeah, he's lucky he didn't go out of the race. Go on, Osso.
With a podium. Carl well deserved.
Shit. Hound. Curly. Scotty back up to PA. You were right, mate.
Honestly, I think Scott deserves that. That stint. It was. I was honestly calling him an idiot for that stint. I was just waiting on Nerf to finish and take home the final point. and then Silent Ninja. Do you want to invite the podium sitters in to the party while I grab the race results?
I don't think I've got them as my friends, mate.
Uh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'll get the race results if you want.
The Israel, I can do it in a second. Just it's Anderson, Harvey, and Osso, isn't it?
Yeah.
Osso's just commented with the side eye emoji. Alright, Curly and Claymore. Claymore was a lap down. Curly managed, apparently, to not finish a lap down.
I think that was a bit silly from Marshall there, because him and if he'd have played it smart, they both could have got a position up there on that last corner.
Mm.
That
I
was
think
similar.
he was struggling with the rears anyway, out that final
Yeah,
corner all
yeah.
race. We'll give the podium sitters there a little bit of airtime.
Another cash out, another win.
There we go.
This has just given me a bit of cake, and there's a odd party ring there. What's all that about?
It's alright. I got home from work the other day um, to find out that mine had shippy with her mum, and the only thing that was in the house for me to eat was a ready meal.
Oh no.
That was it. I was like, we're not even married yet, but that's grounds for divorce.
Well, that was some race. That was
Yeah.
entertaining.
So I'm just getting the race results on before I do the podium invites. Done. Okay. So it's hot. Was it? So play together.
Osso, Harvey, Anderson.
Anderson, Harvey, and Osso. Invite. Yeah, if you just go over, you've got a PS5, right? If you just go over to your play together,
Mhm.
they would have come up.
If I go over to where?
So if you go to invite on like parties and stuff, play together, and it
Mhm.
comes up with people that you've met in game.
I can add them when they're part of the party anyway, can't I?
Yeah.
No.
Evening, lads. We are just waiting on Anderson.
Oh,
What a race.
phew.
Okay. Also, do you want to just turn your mic sensitivity down a sec?
What? Sorry?
Do you want to just turn your mic sensitivity down a little bit?
Okay, let me.
He's excited, mate. Leave him alone.
which,
Yeah.
which I do understand. Um, it's just I don't want to be hearing him next week.
We was waiting for your time penalty, but it never came.
Uh, yeah. Yeah. Is it better so?
That's better.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, it was sweating all the way. But
Sorry, I've just loaded the tier 3 chat. Dan isn't tagged also requested his full race director footage, as there's no
that
fucking way he didn't get a penalty.
I just wanted to say it actually is my favorite track, so that's maybe the reason why.
No, well done, mate. That was some battle you was having with Carl and Marshall.
So
Um,
yeah,
and it
it
was
really
like
was.
it was good. It was good tactical play. I think The last corner before that last lap, Marshall lost it coming out of the corner, and Carl hit him up the rear a little bit, which gave you a bit of
Yeah,
breathing space on that last lap. But nah, fair play. That was a brilliant race from yourself. Good strategy choice as well.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. For at the beginning of the race, you and Dave started on the alternate tire, which, from my point of view, I presumed that you were going to run the alternate stride. Whoever was ahead come the first pit stop was going to take priority for the rest of the race, and the other driver, basically be the defensive driver. Is
Yeah,
that
you're
something
right.
that you'd spoken about pre-race, or was it just a complete coincidence that you
It
went
was a
on the
complete.
alternate strat?
No, it was a complete coincidence.
Okay, yeah,
We
because
didn't
that
have contact, and normally I would start on a medium, but this time I was like, let's do soft. So it's coincidental.
I was going to say, because that would be giving Dave too much credit. Um,
All
uh,
credit to Dave.
yeah.
Still
Uh,
credits to Dave. He's a great teammate.
but as for Otto drives go, that's got to be up there with some of your best in recent times. Race long battle with not just your track limit habit, but with other drivers. Um, and some epic overtakes and defensive moves in there at the same time. I think Cole's going to feel a little bit hard done by in the end to only finish fourth.
Yeah, yeah.
But uh, if you could summarize that battle that you had in like fairly quickly, how would you?
Sorry, what did you say at the end?
If you could summarize that battle fairly quickly, how would you?
Oh man, it was exciting. It was really fun. It was battling really hard every lap. I'm still sweating, um, but it was great. And at some time, I was like, I'm going to stay behind, um, recharge some ERS, and wait for the end for the for the end for the move. Um, but at the last lap, the incident happened, and that was when I knew that I just had to bring it home. But it was a very tense battle, yes. Very fun
That was
as
good. It was a
well.
brilliant watch, mate. Well done.
And how many track limit warnings did you get?
To be fair, I believe I was at one
Oh, so you
in
won that battle too.
in the first or second lap it was. I know it's not believable, but it really is.
We'll believe you today, and we'll let you go off and celebrate that podium. Your little fan group are ecstatic for you, as they should be. Um, it's one of the better performances seen you put in recent seasons. It seems like the
Definitely.
Osso of old is finally starting to resurface. Let's hope you can just keep on that same reign of form.
Mm.
And we'll move on to Harvey, um, who, again, just like Cole, will feel a little bit disappointed to have missed out on a position higher up the up the standings. Uh, right to the end, I think it was like zero point 0.4 of a second, like four times, that you were beaten by in the end.
Yeah, it's pretty close, but it was after a sprint. I weren't expecting any to get up to right to the top, so it was all right. It was a good little
Yeah,
battle, really, for like
yeah.
15 odd laps.
You fell behind in the first stint by quite a way,
Oh, them
and
mediums
then
are awful.
yeah, and then I was thinking because Scotty obviously stayed out, didn't he? And so
Yeah,
did Ross. And I was like wanting you to get past as quick as possible. And then I think you was end up 2 seconds behind, but you clawed it all the way back. Fair play. It was unlucky from yourself.
no, yeah, that was pretty good to be fair. Like, I'm not a big fan of Bahrain. I don't think anyone's a big fan of Bahrain apart from Curly. Um,
And even he struggled today.
Yeah, he
Wasn't
did all in the sprint though, didn't he?
yeah, but it wasn't the performance he would have expected from himself.
No,
Uh,
it's just Bahrain. It's just like, especially in qualifying, you use a hot lap through the whole lap, but then I saved most of it to the last straight before the main
Yeah,
straight. But
yeah.
then you get to 30% and it stops, so it won't let you go anymore, which is really annoying. Because then you're like 4 temps up, then it just slowly goes down because you can't use it.
yeah, because you've recovered the energy, which
Yeah.
Yeah,
bumps your ERS back up, but your deployment bar is empty.
yeah. But then it's like trying to use it on medium, which is a nightmare as well. Because not you didn't have enough of the medium to be able to make up your hot lap time. But it was a good race to be fair. Very good race. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Then I lost my headset. I saw on stream. Went, oh, what's he gone off track for? That's because my headset went off. I was fumbling around with that, trying to get my headset to work.
Oh, bloody hell.
while you're going down the South Finish Straight, you're on the grass. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I got them. They've got them PlayStation Pulse Explorers, one of the earbud ones, and I lost it. I couldn't get it back. I didn't know how to get it back, so I just raced without it for the last 12 laps, I think it was. So no, it was
Um,
good. Congratulations, to Anderson, though.
What, so
yeah.
He deserved
you
that.
racing the last 12 laps in silence?
Pretty much, yeah. So that was quite hard.
Oh, and you're on manual
Wow.
gears, aren't you?
Yeah, manual,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
you were racing with no engine noise. You were just
No,
guesstimating when to gear.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Fair
oh.
play.
That
Wowee.
that makes it. Yeah, I've tried to do that and just guess based on my revs, but
Yeah. That's what I
uh,
try to base it on the revs, but it's really difficult. And there's a few times where I just get over revving it, but it's all right. Seconds are good. 10-second gap between second and third, so or 12 seconds, whatever it was, and then just kept with Anderson the whole way. He deserved the win, though. To be fair, he was good in the sprint, good in
yeah,
qualifying.
He
yeah, the man
was.
was rapid tonight.
Yeah,
He was lucky under the safety car, though.
yeah.
Did you see him when he hit the
No.
barrier?
Oh yes, I did. Yeah, I did see him. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He didn't get wing damage or anything.
no, he's lucky he didn't get a DNF.
Good hell.
I do you know what he probably managed to do? He probably, as he got towards the wall, if you manage to square up your tire to the wall enough, it just kind of bounces off,
Oh, yeah.
and your wing doesn't take the impact. Your tire takes the impact. I got away with it at Portugal a couple of seasons ago, doing the same thing. I dropped it coming out of the corner and I squared off the wheels, the front wheels, just bounced off the wall instead. Uh, but absolutely phenomenal pace from everybody in the top like six, seven. Um, you couldn't pick a fault with anybody throughout the entire race, really,
No,
inside the top
no.
6 or 7. Uh, and to actually be able to break away from that pack, because first thing you were all like each other, like you were all over each other's gearboxes. Uh, and then you two broke away eventually, and then the second stint came around, the hards went on, and you just kind of hit another gear.
Yeah, the hards were definitely a better race tire, aren't they? Definitely. I
Mm,
think this game compared to obviously last game, I think they're definitely a better race tire. But again, Bahrain's so slippery. Like, well, wings, what was I running? 50-40 wings, I think. But I did, in the sprint, I tried 50-47, I think it
mm.
was. And plus my tire pressures, I forgot to change them from qualifying to the race. So they're like 25 PSI, I think they
Oh,
were.
getting a
So
bit hot
Uh,
then.
they were,
uh,
yeah, kept losing my rears.
but
So
both you and Anderson have made a dent in Marshall's championship lead.
yeah, thank God. I was in a
Because
chat with
yeah,
him.
because he only finished fifth, I think,
P6, I think.
sixth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He misses next week as well, though.
oh, so next week, I think one of you will have now overtaken him in the championship, or at least got it down to a couple of points, and the other will now be significantly closer. So next week is what is next week?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, going into Vegas. Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi is the next triple header. So, lot riding on the line in the middle of the season.
Yeah, hopefully take advantage of Ian being off next week. Hopefully.
Well, congratulations. We'll let you
Yeah.
go enjoy
Cheers, boys.
your
Well done,
your
buddy.
podium, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. See you later, guys.
Next week.
See?
Well done, lads.
Congratulations again, the pair of you.
Yeah, thanks.
And from me, myself, and JJ, that was Tier 3 at Bahrain. We'll be back at the same time next week for Las Vegas. So we'll catch you then. And for now, good night.
Good night. Been a pleasure. See you later, Kieran.
Bye.